Hello and welcome to First Derivative in Uri. It's International Women's Day. We are about to start an amazing event here to celebrate all our fabulous women through our firm, and we are delighted to have David Collins, our CEO, with us today. David has managed to squeeze us into a very busy schedule, so we really appreciate him being here. David, you're very welcome.
Thank you very much. I think I only just got here because BA nearly squeezed me out of the schedule. I'm going to have to leave to go and get my plane.
Well, we really do. We adore what you do in terms of First Derivative, the culture, the innovation. Everything is going fabulously, and I personally just adore your leadership. Can you tell people why it's so important to you to have 50-50 or as close as you can get it up through the ranks, and also what you have noticed from having such a good balance in terms of gender across many of the levels in the firm?
Okay, so I'll start with my own team. So my own team is roughly 50-50. It moves up and down because the team itself is not stable. It moves about, but it's pretty much 50-50. And some of that is by design, because I just feel like we perform better when we get far greater balance. So I've been thinking about this. Is like, why? Why does it feel that way? And I think it comes down to energy. I think it's all about energy in the room. That male energy, female energy is quite different. If you put a room full of males, you tend to get a very different type of energy to if you start to balance that and blend it. And I find that we are way more effective when we balance that energy inside of a room. So when we're workshopping something, we're trying to drive towards a decision, we're getting different views, different perspectives, but I think it's more positive. We get to a conclusion better. It feels like it's the right conclusion, because everybody's involved in those elements. So when I bring the team together and we're talking about strategy or fundamental decisions we've got to make about maybe it's tactical or whatever, we do get good balance of representation of views, and it's not necessarily a male view and a female point of view. It's that energy inside that driving it to a conclusion, and that's what I feel is so productive. And that's why I deliberately seek it out, and I deliberately set up things like the business lines. If you look at the business lines, each business line has two heads, and they're both male, female. It's a 50-50 balance, and it works extremely well in terms of giving those different types of energies and allowing them to mix together.
I've actually noticed that. I was watching how that works, and it works absolutely beautifully, and I've never seen it done like that anywhere before. And I love the yin-yang idea of the male-female energy and getting not only fun in work for all of us, but like nice mix of decision making. So what advice do you have for younger female potential leaders coming up through the company? What do you see in terms of how easy is it to recruit guys into senior roles? How easy is it to recruit girls and women into senior roles?
Sometimes women can lack confidence in terms of pushing themselves forward, and they'll say, oh, I'm not quite ready. And actually there's a really good video that we cut about a year ago of Donna, our chairman, talking to Emma, and she talks about the same thing. She says that women tend to want to tick all the boxes for all the necessary elements of the role, and whereas men don't tend to. They'll go, oh yeah, I'm nearly there, oh, that's good enough. And actually that is good enough. You really should be pushing yourself forward. You shouldn't be waiting till you can do anything, because then the role's not good enough for you. So you should be out of your comfort zone. I think we talked before about imposter syndrome, and we all feel somewhat impostered, because if you don't, you're not pushing yourself. You're not extracting what is the potential inside you. I just think that's the one thing I would say is I think some of our female colleagues are a little reticent in terms of pushing themselves forward. They want to get to a higher standard before they'll go. But I'd say you can do it. Raise your hand and do it. Throw yourself in to make it a little bit uncomfortable. You just get part of it. The more senior you get, it's just part of life. You get used to it. You are ready.
What I have seen working with so many women is when we do get them to go for opportunities, they absolutely kill them. Like, they're fabulous and they are amazing performers. So messaging today to all of the women in First Derivative is go for it. Believe in yourself, back yourself, and go for those senior roles that you don't think you're ready for yet, because we'll get you there. We'll help you. And you've heard it from David Collins. So, David, anything else you'd like to add before we finish up?
push yourself forwards. Always don't be afraid to get outside of your comfort zone. We need you. This balance thing, there's something in it. There's real. I want to see more people develop through all the organisation and maintain that balance throughout the whole of the company, not just at the top.
Awesome to have you here, Nuri. David, thank you so much for your time. We know you're crazy busy, and thank you for sharing your views, your thoughts, your observations there. I'm sure that will mean a lot to a lot of people watching this. So from us, it's bye for now from Nuri.
Thanks, Breda.